of TV23's Internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hey, everybody. It is Thursday, March 17th, 2016. Welcome to High Plains Today, right here on TV23. On today's show, we'll be joined by Adam Jewell, our entertainment correspondent. He's in Des Moines for the KU game, but we're going to talk about some stuff anyway. In the meantime, let's take a look at some happenings. Well, it has been brought to the City of Liberal's attention that there are vendors in the city trying to market water systems and other products based on the claim that the city uses reclaimed water. Well, the city's response: this is simply not true, as the city has never used reclaimed water for drinking water, nor is there any intent to ever do so. Boy, I'd hope not. Please be advised, while their product may enhance the water, it is in no way needed, as the City of Liberal has safe and high-quality drinking water. And in a town council meeting last night in Tyrone, Mark Winter was appointed mayor and Tanya Rivera vice mayor. Also, after several discussions, the volunteer fire department and the town council have worked out many of the differences, and the volunteers are back on the job. Seth Barbie was also hired as the police chief for Tyrone. And the Garden City Commission on Tuesday approved an ordinance allowing the operation of pedicabs. Now, the ordinance limits pedicabs use to streets where the speed limit is 30 miles per hour or less. Pedicabs will be bound by the same traffic ordinances as other vehicles and won't be permitted on sidewalks and highways. Now, with the exception of Main Street from south of Kansas Avenue to north of Fulton Street. The ordinance was drafted at the request of the Finney County Preservation Alliance, which wants to use pedicabs for historic tours of downtown and surrounding residential historical areas. And a Kansas House committee considered several pieces of legislation Tuesday to expand the state's concealed carry laws, making it easier for public employees and members of the military to carry handguns, while strengthening criminal penalties for those who unlawfully do so. Now, a substitute for Senate Bill 65 would prohibit public employers from restricting employees with concealed carry licenses from carrying a concealed handgun while working outside their place of business. The bill also would make it more difficult to prohibit the concealed carry of firearms inside state and municipal buildings. Now, guns could only be prohibited in public areas where there is adequate security at all entrances to ensure no weapons are allowed in. And the Kansas Senate Ways and Means Committee's chairman says he hopes a school funding bill will clear the legislature by the end of next week. Senator Ty Masterson of Andover said yesterday that lawmakers need to respond quickly to a Kansas Supreme Court decision. The court said the state was shorting poor school districts on their state aid. The justices ordered a fix by June 30th and have threatened to keep schools closed unless lawmakers meet the deadline. Now, Masterson drafted a plan to redistribute $39 million among school districts for the 2016-17 school year to help poorer districts. His committee had a hearing on it yesterday. And finally, from the department, a woman who says she was hurt when her toilet exploded in 2014 is suing Baltimore officials and 2 city contractors. In her lawsuit, Angela Wright says she was using her bathroom toilet when it backed up and blew her off the seat, covering her in feces and injuring her. The lawsuit, filed last month in Baltimore City Circuit Court, names the City Council, Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake, and contractors Spinello Companies Incorporated and Heitkamp Incorporated. Now, WBFF-TV in Baltimore reports the city had hired Spinello to use high-pressure hoses to clean out the sewer line in Wright's neighborhood. Wright's attorney, Louis Glick, says they are seeking about $225,000. And that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Going to be back with a cool down in the forecast after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming. Provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 110 children is diagnosed with autism. That's a 600% increase in the last 20 years. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And welcome back as we look off on the TV23 tower cam. Got a few high clouds way out there to the northeast, a few over to the far east. But other than that, we're going to call it sunny. Right now, the readings at the studio, 55 degrees, relative humidity pretty low still at 27%. Winds are out of the south at 4. Barometric pressure is holding steady. As we look at the current temperatures around the viewing area, look at that. Everybody in the 50s, about 3 degrees difference between everybody. So it's not a bad day out there. Looking at the current dew points, way, way low. But remember, just because we don't have a lot of wind, there still is a fire danger in effect. So be careful out there. All the dew points pretty low in the teens and 20s. Looking at current wind speeds, nothing real big out there. And that's kind of nice here for the last few days. We've had a lot of wind. Everybody pretty much out of the south-southwest. You get over closer to Wichita, though, there is kind of a front line because it's moving down through here. The winds are switching around to the north. Looking at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport, we did get to 59 degrees yesterday. The record was 91 back just a year ago. I don't remember it being that warm, but evidently. Our low last night was 28 degrees, 9 degrees for the record back in 1969. Looking at our forecast for today, we're calling for 65 degrees. Not too bad on the winds out of the south at 10, probably to 15 to 16 miles an hour. I can live with that. Tonight, though, mostly cloudy, 33 degrees for the low. Winds are going to start out of the south-southeast. After midnight, they're going to switch around to the north-northeast. That's when that chance of precipitation kind of rolls in here. Starting about maybe 5 a.m. in the morning, 30% chance. 41 degrees for the high tomorrow, so yes, you're going to have to pack a jacket. Winds are going to be out of the northeast at 18. They're going to be gusting up close to 30 miles an hour. Let's hope we get some of that precipitation, that it doesn't pass us by. And looking at tomorrow night, 25 degrees for the low. Cloudy to partly cloudy skies. Winds are going to still be out of the northerly direction, out of the northeast at 14. After midnight, they'll switch around to the northwest. Looking at our 7-day, you can see we do have that 30% chance of precipitation tomorrow. Only a high of 41 degrees, but on the first day of spring on Saturday, high of 51, then we start climbing back up. We're looking at 77 on Tuesday, only 68 on Wednesday, but we may be in the 80s towards the end of next week. Looking at our storm spotter training tonight. Jeff Hutton with the National Weather Service. He'll be at the EMT station in Meade. Then next week on Monday, the Senior Center in Montezuma. On Tuesday, the Community Center in Greensburg. Wednesday at 7 p.m. at the King Center in Jetmore. And then on Thursday at the Civic Center in Elkhart. And then moving on into the week of the 28th, he'll be at the fire station in La Crosse and the courthouse in Ness City. Man, that man is getting around. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and Adam after this.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Life's a little different here in Southwest Kansas. We do things our own way with a can-do spirit and strong family values, which means we treat people right, and we want the best value for our dollar. The same is true about United Wireless. We aren't like the national brands. We treat our customers like family. We provide excellent service and simple, easy-to-understand plans that will save you money. We are United Wireless, and we are Southwest Kansas proud.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/sign.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
And welcome back. We are now joined by our entertainment correspondent, Mr. Adam Jewell, who is live via Skype today from bright and sunny Des Moines, Iowa. You are in Des Moines because the Jayhawks play today, and you're going to the game.
Correct. I am here in sunny Des Moines, or DSM if you want to use the code. Got my ticket, ready for the game, ready for tip-off at 3.
All right, so, and where are you sitting in the Wells Fargo Arena?
I'm sitting lower baseline.
Oh, so you may be with the student section or the band.
It's quite possible, yeah.
All right, well, that'll still be fun. Hey, you're going to an NCAA tournament game and watching KU play Austin Peay, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. So we're going to talk about a couple of series that are coming up on Netflix today, right?
Yes.
All right, and the first one is, I can't believe we're doing this, Pee-wee's Big Vacation. Is that correct? Yep. With the one, the only, not an imitation, the real Pee-wee Herman.
Yes. He's back, and he's better than ever.
I was going to say, back and better than ever. Okay, all right.
He's back, and he's ready to explore the world. He's never been on vacation. So he says, I'm going to go on vacation, after some convincing from Joe Magliano, who's from True Blood. And he just decides to hit the road. But difference, not like Pee-wee's Big Adventure where he's looking for his bicycle. He just goes on vacation to explore the world, experience the world.
Where's he going on vacation? Do we know?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay, so how is this going to be different than Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Pee-wee's Big Holiday, Pee-wee's Big whatever else he's done?
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably not too different. It's a Netflix movie, and you know what? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
All right, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of in this, right?
Yeah. Paul Rubens is back, and he's in his skinny gray tuxedo and everything.
With his red bow tie?
Yep.
And the big white shoes?
Correct.
All right. Will his bicycle be featured in this show?
I don't know. They didn't show anything in the trailer. We'll just have to watch tomorrow.
Okay, so this comes out tomorrow then?
Yep.
All right, on Netflix.
Correct.
Pee-wee's Big Vacation. I'm not sure, Adam. We may have stooped to an all-time low right here on this segment of all the times
trust
we've
me,
done
we can go lower if you want.
Oh, we can. No, this is good. But this is a new all-time low for this segment. So anyway, all right, the next one we're going to talk about, also on Netflix, is Daredevil.
Daredevil. Season 2 comes out tomorrow as well, following the adventures of blind attorney turned vigilante Matt Murdock. So it's going to pick up roughly after the first season, where he's in the savior of Hell's Kitchen. And this time there's a whole new cast of characters. You bring in John Bertha from Walking Dead fame, who plays the Punisher.
Oh, all right. So now tell me again, who played? Now this is a series, right? This isn't just a movie.
It's not a movie.
One time.
No.
All right. And this is the second season for this on Netflix.
Correct.
Okay.
This is Marvel Studios doing this as well, and they're keeping to form the whole Marvel universe. So there are references to other superheroes like the Hulk and Iron Man. They've made reference to in.
Oh, so that gives them an easy segue then maybe later on.
Well, they're not going to be in it, but it just acknowledges that this is within the same universe, the same world.
Oh, I see. I got you. I'm following you now. All right. Now, Daredevil, this is the superhero who he's blind, correct?
He's blind. He's got super heightened senses.
All right. Everything else but his eyesight is good. And this is, now I remember there was a movie that came out that was like, meh.
Yeah, that's no good.
Okay, with Ben Affleck as Daredevil, right?
Right. We're not.
But it's the same. It's the same superhero, correct?
Still.
Okay. Don't talk about it, right?
Exactly.
All right. But he has super senses, and so he solves crime and is. I mean, doesn't really
solve crime. He's a vigilante.
Oh, okay. So other than his heightened senses, does he have, like the Hulk turns green and gets really huge, and Iron Man has the suit? Does he have any?
He's a martial artist expert. He's essentially a ninja.
A blind ninja.
Yes.
In a Daredevil suit.
Yes.
All right. So how does he get around? Explain that to me.
He walks. He runs.
Huh. Okay.
Jumps across buildings.
All right. I mean, I was thinking
rooftop to rooftop.
I was thinking maybe along the lines of Spider-Man or something like that. I mean, Spidey, he has zit, 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 and he gets around that way. I wasn't sure how Daredevil got around, but I guess with his heightened sentences.
The first season got great reviews, and it's highly anticipated for this season because it's bringing in the Punisher and Elektra as well. So it's gonna be something to see.
Okay, now if you bring in the Punisher, another superhero from Marvel.
Kind of.
Another vigilante, right?
But in a more extreme sense.
Yeah, I've seen the Punisher movies. What about Elektra? I don't know Elektra. The name says it all, I'm guessing, maybe.
She's kind of like the Catwoman of Marvel Universe.
Oh, okay. Since this is Marvel and Catwoman would be DC Comics,
She's the antithesis to Daredevil, but he loves her in the end. Even though she's a bad guy. Okay, so, and this is the second season for this. How many episodes do they have in a season? I believe 12 to 13.
Okay, and you can see this on Netflix now when does this season start?
Tomorrow.
It starts tomorrow also. So you can watch the new season of Daredevil before or after you watch Pee-wee's Big Vacation.
Yep.
Correct?
Correct.
All right. Okay, now, and something we talked about last week, Mr. Buddy. How about Game of Thrones starts in about a month, right? End of April 26th, I think?
Yes.
Are you still standing by your Jon Snow is resurrected?
Yep.
All right, now he has to be back in current form. This can't be any flashback type of deal, where they flash back to something, because I know he's filming some scenes like that.
Okay.
So that doesn't count. It has to be current. So you're still sticking by Jon Snow resurrected.
Yeah, I'm calling my shot.
I ain't buying it.
Over under 4 episodes. First 4 episodes.
In the first 4 episodes. You are Babe Ruth in this baby to right field, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, calling the shot. All right. Hey, you have a good time in DSM today at the Wells Fargo Arena, cheering on the Jayhawks, and we'll talk to you again in a week or two.
All right, let's get after it and rock chalk.
All right, rock chalk. Thanks, Adam. And stick around. I'll be back with some more after this. Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com. Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Wichita State is in Providence, pitting one team that came across the country against one that just played 48 hours ago. The quick turnaround and late-night trip doesn't daunt the Shockers. After a 70-50 win on Tuesday night against Vanderbilt in Dayton, the Shockers headed to Providence, Rhode Island. They got in at like 2 in the morning for their game tonight against Arizona, scheduled for 8:10 on TNT. And Kansas may never have a better shot at its second national title under Bill Self. The Jayhawks, who are in 30-4, won the Big 12 Conference's regular season and the season-ending tournament. They open NCAA tournament play this afternoon at 3 o'clock. That'll be on TNT also. They're playing Austin Peay, who is 18-17. They are the #1 seed in the South region. Now, the Jayhawks last reached the Final Four in 2012, losing to Anthony Davis and Kentucky in the title game. Unlike the last 2 years when the Jayhawks had youngsters like Kelly Oubre and Andrew Wiggins, this season's roster is full of experienced players, so let's hope they get out of the opening weekend. That'd be good for the Jayhawks. And good luck to the Shockers today, too. Let's take a last look at our weather before we get out of here today. It is right now 55 degrees. Relative humidity is 27%. Winds are out of the south at 8. Barometric pressure is falling. We do have a chance of some precipitation rolling in here tomorrow, early in the morning. Only a high of 41 tomorrow. It's going to be a little chilly. First day of spring on Saturday, though, 51 degrees. We start climbing into next week, so it's not going to be too bad. Go out and make it a good Thursday, everybody. Tune in tomorrow. We got the group from Dodge City Community College. We're going to talk about ethnic diversity. So go out and make it a good Thursday. Rock Chalk. We'll see you.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. But so is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
So,
Same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. For free tips to help you save, go